tried and true. Survival on the finish, yo, it brought me through. Our crew, we're ready to strike. Train for the mission, so believe the hype and sweat it. Cause you're gonna regret it. The day that you dissed us, wish you never met us, you remind me of a real short story. One hit, barely will start to bore me. Get ready, cause this is it. Your crew is through. We too legit to quit society.
And good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome back out for the second half of this day-night 12-2 ball game. Just a little bit earlier against a very scrappy bunch from Saline. The Bobcats battled there, and now it is Simpson Bronco time. Let's go to the starting lineups, brought to you by Jerry Lee and Company. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Broncos of Simpson. Leading off playing first base is number 12, Dakota Jordan. Playing second base, wearing number 4, batting second, Gunnar Blackwell. Batting third and behind the dish, number 5, J.W. Rollins. Cleanup hitter tonight for the Broncos, playing third base, wearing number 6, Jace Raines. Jacob Thompson will bat fifth. He plays shortstop and wears number 30. Caden Bennett will play center field, bat sixth, and wear number 10. Batting seventh is the left fielder, number 2, Tristan Johnson. Batting 8th and on the hill tonight for the Broncos, Talon Cryer, and batting 9th and playing. Starting lineup for the Grace Christian Warriors, leading off number 42, Cooper Courtright. Cooper will play shortstop in tonight's ball game. Behind the dish, batting second, number 8, Braden Wells. Batting third, playing second base tonight is number 10, Canyon Wright. On the hill tonight for the Warriors, number 1, Maddox Adelise. Adelise will bat fourth and pitch tonight for the Warriors. Batting fifth, playing third base, number 19, Brady McDaniel. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 5, Talon Epnet. Came in and closed that one out for the Warriors in game 1. Batting seventh and playing first base, Logan Markle. Colton Thills, and batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 6, Jackson Harrell. Jackson Harrell will be the designated hitter and bat ninth. Getting the start out in left field, number 12, Easton Marler. Easton Marler in left field. And there you get a look at our Jerry Lee and Company starting lineups in this one. Chuck, Warriors took care of business in 6 innings, a 10-run win there, and looking to get going here against the Broncos of Simpson.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good night here at 83 degrees Fahrenheit with 15.5 miles per hour out of the south wind gusting up to 28.8 miles per hour. It got partly, but enough clouds to keep the sun tucked away for us to make it easy to keep an eye on the game.
I don't like to always disagree with you, Chuck, but I'm thinking that if this is not mostly cloudy, I don't know what mostly cloudy could be. This is, I mean, there are just scant pieces of sky that are not cloud covered in this one.
Well, as I step off to the edge, yeah, I thought we had more blue skies above us beyond the 10 that's above our head, but yeah, I would say mostly cloudy. I think you're right there.
It's mostly cloudy. And now, for your defense, you've gone to your program, and that may not be as updated as this multicolor sky that we're facing tonight.
No, and it actually doesn't say anything. I was just peering up and looking at it.
Oh, you peered.
Peered.
See,
kind of like what we're on
there
right
was
here.
too much pressure for you there while you peered. Right, thank you.
Yes.
Looking around the defense for the Warriors once again, out in left field, Easton Marler. Center field, Talon Epnet. Over in right field is Colton Thiels. Third base tonight, Brady McDaniels. Shortstop, Cooper Courtright. Second base is Canyon Wright, and over at first base, Logan Markle. The battery tonight for your Warriors behind the dish, Braden Wells. And on the hill, senior right-handed flamethrower, up his final pitches, ducks out of the way of that Braden Wells toss down, and we're just about ready to get this thing going. We said 7 o'clock. The game was scheduled to start at 6:30. We thought it would be ready to go at 6:30 or at 7, and in fact, we are just a couple of minutes away from that. So we'll take 2 minutes early. We'll call this one early. First pitch in this one getting set to come from Adelise, and we are just about baseball over Ouachita tonight. Caden Eckstein 2 for 2 with 5 RBI. Moved down in the lineup. Good job. First pitch in tonight's ball game. 6:57 is down low and out of the zone for ball one. Indeed. Good looking pitch there from Maddox, and that one is fouled out of play. Got to go to his signing a couple of weeks ago. He was there and he signed with National Park College. A lot of family and friends around him. Some players he's played with around the league, and so it's good to see all of them in here. That one is fouled off and out of play. And if you were in it with us in game one, we just a little bit. And there. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Adelise. This is Dakota Jordan that is leading off for Simpson, and he promptly smokes that one out into between Talon and Marler over there in left field. Thought could have gotten to it, but that is a lead-off double for Dakota Jordan.
Yeah, we kind of wasn't able to get the camera around there to watch him field the ball because we're kind of a little bit of tight, constricted areas here.
Yeah, that's about the only spot that you lose in here is that left field deep area. Yeah. But this is going to bring Gunnar Blackwell, the second baseman, and that's a good at-bat by Jordan. He was down 1-2 in the count and fought that one off, and a pretty good shot out to the fence. Adelise will rock back and fire this one. Good-looking fastball, but misses out of the zone. Maddox checks Jordan at second base, will spin and look at Blackwell, and that one misses inside also. 2 balls, no strikes. Oop, not 4 balls, no, 2. Sometimes my fat finger's on those little buttons.
Snicker bars, they call them sometimes.
That one ground up the middle. Coop's going to get it, bobbles it around. He's got to go with the lead runner. They're going to have they're going to call the runner safe at third base, and that's just a bang-bang play and a good bit of running by, going to still call that a fielder's choice, I believe, on Blackwell and not give him the base hit, but that gets runners at first and third. This is where the Warriors gave up a run back in the first inning, or in the first game.
Yes,
it was they had runners at first and third, and a throw down to second base. Now there's a quick throw behind him. That's one thing that Saline did, is they got a big lead off of first base. Maddox will go over there, though, in this one. And look, they're 2 separate games. Yes, I know, but tendencies are what we look at. Squaring around, and they've got a runner picked off of first base. They were squaring to bunt. Now they've just got to complete the pickle. They're going to give up a run. The run will come around to score, and I got to think the Broncos take that all day. Clears the bases, gets an out, but a run comes across.
Yeah, almost like he was hesitating on purpose going to second just to make sure they stayed in the game with it. So
Trying to get that run in. That's correct. This is J.W. Rollins that stands in. Another contact play there, and that's what you like with Adelise. Throwing to contact. It keeps the pitch count down. You don't have to overpower with strikeouts, and that's quickly 2 outs.
Let your defense do defense.
Let them work. That's correct. As long as you keep the ball low and you're throwing ground balls, you limit your problems. Jace Raines to the plate. He is the third baseman now. 2 outs, 1 run in. Jace Raines, the Broncos third baseman, watches strike 1 come down on the bottom half of the plate, and that evens things up at a ball and a strike.
Could hear that one now.
Yes. And the motion for it is quick as well, and we like that. That one ground foul once again, brought to you by Somebody Soon.
Yes, indeed.
And look, that's the one thing that there's several things I like about our officials in this area and all around that we've run into. They each bring their own style into it, and it's a lot of fun to watch that. Speaking of watching things, he watches that one outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think that Maddox wanted that as well as the infield did.
Heard somebody in the back thought they wanted it as well.
Simpson leads it 1-0. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Adley's taking a long time peering in, and he's going to cause Thompson to call timeout. Or Raines, excuse me.
If you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you give us a shout out, or not us a shout out, but your favorite player and team.
Yeah, they don't say to hi to us. That's all right. If you want to, you certainly can. The Simpson area or just found us, make sure you hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook. Nearing 10,000. That one down the line. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a contest. We'll have a giveaway. How about that?
I like it. I like giveaways.
If you are the 10,000th follower,
oh, wow,
you're going to get a lifetime free access pass to 446 Sports.
Oh.
Swung on and missed the off-speed pitch and down on strikes to retire the side. Think about that for a minute. 10,000th follower, you never have to pay to watch a game on 446 Sports. We'll be back coming up in the bottom of the first. Due up Cooper Courtright, Braden Wells, and Canyon Wright when we come back.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
First inning, again, we told you it'd be Cooper Courtright, Braden Wells, and Canyon Wright. Wellesley moves up from the 5 spot to the number 2 hole. Actually, I think he and Maddox just swapped out. Maddox was batting second, so they moved Braden down just a little bit. Courtright, Wells, Wright, Adelise, McDaniel, Epnet, Markle, Fields, and Harrell. The lineup. Looking around the field, in left field, Tristan Johnson. Center field, Caden Bennett. In right field, A.J. Hewitt. Third base, Jace Raines. Shortstop, Jacob Thompson. Second base, Gunnar Blackwell. First base, Dakota Jordan. And the battery tonight for Simpson. For the Broncos, behind the dish, J.W. Rollins. And on the hill, Talon Cryer. There you have it. Cooper Courtright will stand in. Getting ready to go. Warriors trailed in Game 1. They trail here in Game 2 also. came back to win that one big time, 12-2. Left a lot of runners on base in that game, but you know the Coach Brown tried to get that worked out here. That one misses down low also.
Our very own KP Miles sends me a message. Says, "What's up, Chuck?" Which is a sick joke that I used to say, but I understand what he's saying. But we'll turn it around into something funny at times.
I understand that one is there for strike number one. KP's had a rough day of playing golf and watching. Go off the base of the wall, bangs that, and that's a good piece of hitting. Coop's going to hit into second base, and he'll start this thing off with a sliding double. Cooper Courtright just hammered that off the base of the wall.
Big hit there.
Never got above about 6 feet, and just a good piece of hitting. So both leadoff hitters have started with doubles. Leadoff hitter for Simpson came around and scored. We'll see if Braden's able to keep that going. Wells, he gets that in the back. Is that what we heard on that?
What we heard.
My goodness. Yeah, you want the microphone back there? That's what you get.
That literally microphone back there. Yeah.
Ouch, ouch. Canyon right.
Wear it. Stride
to the plate. Oh, he wore it all right. Wow. I'm going to have to. Last year when Braden played in left field and he smacked Talon in the back of the head, and you could hear it because our microphone was right here. And that might be another one of those that gets some love out on the internet world tonight. And again, we'll keep you mostly accurate on the pitch count.
Yeah.
Mostly, kind of. The one thing you'll know is outs and base runners and score. They'll try to come back and get Coop, but nothing doing there. Canyon set to hit. Maddox Adelise in the yet-to-be-named on. Nick gets to call all of these names for things, and so we're going to...
You just found an advertiser for it, you mean?
That Mountain Dew curveball out of the zone. Just call them like I see them. Not yet a sponsor, that's right. And that's shameless plug for Mountain Dew because that's what I saw. That one out to shortstop, and it's going to be gloved. A tremendous, tremendous play there at shortstop by Jacob Thompson. Flashing the leather on that one. And we'll look back at it here after a pitch. Let me get him erased, this erased, and double play there.
It'll be a few minutes.
And that brings Maddox Adelise to the plate with the runner at first base is Wells. That one misses out of the zone. What a play by Thompson. But nothing there. Cryer rocks back. He was helped back by that double play. Adelise watched that one go outside. Canyon put a charge in that, but tremendous work out at shortstop by Thompson for the double play. That one. Well, what a good play. We'll cut that one up too. Cryer comes set, now delivers that one out of the zone as well, and that is ball 4, and that will get runners back at first and second where they were moments ago. Brady McDaniel strides in, so a lot of base runners here, but 2 out, aided by that double play, and we went back and looked at it here, and my goodness, what a play that was.
Sound like somebody walking in a fence.
or that it's probably that wind blowing.
Oh, that's true.
That netting that's on there. Wind is stiffly blowing out of here. See, now, that one up and out of the zone. Cryer that time, the first time, he really looks back and keeps his eyes back on Wells almost the entire time, and he's throwing the ball before he even turns and looks back at home. This time he doesn't do that, and it misses just inside.
Thought he wore it there for a second. He thought he was going to wear it too.
Right. Cryer stares in. He'll look back now. So he varies his move just a little bit. We've seen him stare back. We've seen him not look back. To keep him tight and close. That one right down the middle. Strike one. Braden was ready to chunk the bat and try to get on down to first base and sell that, but nothing doing. See, that's that move where he just kept his head back at second base a little bit longer, and both the times that we've seen him do that, the ball has been up and out of the zone.
Yeah, not able to bring that, not able to follow through with the ball because his head's not focused where it needs to be.
Talon was in this situation back in the first in the last game, an opportunity to drive some in. We'll see what he is able to do with it here. Epnet came in and closed the game out last game. Good looking breaking pitch there. Quickly 0-1. Been a great week of sports here. Started out Monday night. Where were we at Monday, Chuck? No, we were there Tuesday. That's right. Me and 2T and KP and
watching that one.
That one bounces around, nobody going anywhere, and that one is 2-1. Did make it up to Shreveport to Calvary Baptist and the 28-0 now Calvary Lady Cavs. Off on Wednesdays, which we normally are, and back at the ballpark here tonight, and a lot of action going on tomorrow as well. Low, 3 balls and a strike, nowhere to put, Talon. That would force a tying run in here in the first. But you know that Talon's up there looking to swing away and drive a couple of them in. Swings away, over to third. He got to come up and play it. That's going to bounce across and not in time. And the runner is safe there, an infield single. It bounced in, and that was just a tough play over at third base by Raines. That is an RBI infield single. Logan Markle will strike. We don't own the rights to any of that stadium music that's played, so don't give us no grief, Facebook folks.
Yeah.
Mark and company, just know that we don't own any of it. It happens to be secondhand ambiance music. Cryer rocks back and fires, just walked one in, and near snap throw back to first. And
glad he didn't throw it.
Yeah, had he thrown, that was tough going over there for Talon. Well, that wind is just certainly gusty. That one misses up as well, and 3 balls and no strikes. So it went from saying cloudy to partly sunny is what the weather tells us now. 3-0 pitch here, up and out of the zone, and back-to-back walks from Cryer. And 2 runs now in. That's an RBI base on balls to Logan Markle. And Colton Thills will come to the plate. They'll go out and visit with Cryer, though, here. I don't know what that was. Clear.
I'm not sure where it's pulling that info from. It's supposed to be where we are, but doubt.
Hey, you They're trying to visit with Talon Cryer and get him settled down just a little bit. As now Colton represents what is the 8th man to bat this inning. The Warriors have left a lot of base runners first game and trying to get the big hit here that will open things up a little bit. It's going to be on the shoulders of Colton Thiels here with 2 down. Cryer has walked 2 straight. I got to think you're taking till you get a strike in this particular situation.
That would seem to be the wise decision.
Well, there you go. He doesn't have to. It's something about that mound visit when they come out and just say, hey, look, relax. And he gets to get back into the windup here as well. Yeah. Cryer rocks back, delivers this one, swung on and missed. And very, very quickly, it's 0-2.
It's 7:16. Time is scheduled for 7:31.
It's got to be quick then. Off and running in there. Yeah, they're doing the fall down, throw down, and that wasn't happening on there. A strikeout to end things of Thiels. But the Warriors do pick up 2 runs on 1 hit. 2 runs on 1 hit. They lead this one. Leave 3 on. They lead it 2-1 after the first. We'll be back top of the second right after this.
Check out some of our recent work at the Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
This will be Jacob diving and grabbing the ball that came, and then over to takes it himself for the unassisted double play, and that one is in there. Swung on strike 1. That one in there and quickly 0-2.
Swing and a miss on it.
Back here we go. Maddox trying to get back in a rhythm. That one is lifted high. Maddox calling everybody off, but Logan says, I'll get this. You just get back over there, pitcher.
Get back in your territory.
That's right. Maddox, of course, a shortstop. That one misses. And it's back there. I don't know, what'd you do? Unplug it and plug it in? Hopefully that takes care of it. We appreciate here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We'll be back for the bottom of the second when we come back.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in Last Dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time. Firehouse Subs.
We all need someone in our corner to keep our family protected while still watching out for our pocketbook. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. There's no better time than now to complete an insurance review to make sure you're properly covered and not paying too much. Whether it's in our office, at your home, or your place of business, let us help you find peace of mind. If you're in need of your insurance checkup, whether autumn or life, talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Yeah, we're not getting there. It goes. So our audio is going in and out on us. We don't know what the problem is with that, but Jackson Harrell will lead things off. So we apologize for the inconvenience that this is causing. Maybe some processes running in the back of the computer that we'll look at. I don't think that would have anything to do with it, but again, Jackson Harrell leads things off here.
High and away.
I think
it's 2-0.
Piddling during the game is I should not be doing this at all.
No piddling during the season. Definitely not piddling during the game.
Definitely not going. Oh, is that 2-0?
3-0. It should be 3-0.
3-0.
Look and see.
All right, there we go.
Because it's good to have a wrench, but it's just not good to have a wrench in your back, is it?
That one up and out of the zone. Now 3-0. 3-1. He says. Thank you for that.
Nothing on the scoreboard
Good
either.
thing
so.
he umpire two. That one bounces around, and that's going to get Harrell. Jackson Harrell down to first base, and he runs. Look, we talked about it in the first game. I just love the back to the top of the order. And Cooper Courtright comes to the plate. Jackson had a stolen base on a first to third situation, and the dugout was just showing him some love. Sometimes these that one is lifted high over to first base. Camping out under that one is Dakota Jordan, and he squeezes it to retire. Braden Wells. It's doing it again. It stops and then it goes, and I don't see any, as I'm looking at our indicators on here, I don't see anything that would cause the chaos. But needless to say, here we go. Maybe time for some spring cleaning of some equipment. That one out of the zone, ball one. Bug's starting to get a little more prevalent. Oh. Ah, boy, that's twice that we've heard that on Braden. He's like, look, that's enough of that, he says. He was hit by a pitch in the first, and now he's aboard with a hit by pitch in the second. And it sounded like it, too.
I have to start calling him Stitches. How about that?
No, he's been hit by a bunch of them. He's like, look, come on, man. Look, he's looking over the dugout and letting them know, keep it coming. Right, it looks like we're going to have a runner for Harrell at second base.
Wonder why.
They will get him, and I expect he'll re-enter. 35 is going to be Aiden Gordon. Gordon will come in, and he will run here in this one. And we'll see if Harrell will re-enter in this one. I would expect that he would. Coach Brown just trying to get the runs out of it that he can. Where you second guess yourself as a coach, and you don't really do it, is if Canyon comes out here and puts one out of the park. Then it doesn't matter who's running at second base.
This is true.
But what's the chance of Canyon hitting one out after a strategic move like that at second base. I don't know.
Oh, well, there's a chance.
Cryer looks back to second, keeps his glance back there a while, and overcompensates and throws this one down low and out of the zone for ball one. We say overcompensates because in the first inning, when he stared back, it down, but unfortunately went down in the dirt.
More of a sidearm throw there.
Yeah, that one inside to big time, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Trying to stay away from him, but you really don't want to load him. Maddox is in the on deck circle waiting. Curveball hangs around inside. Canyon will be taking 3-0. Well, if anybody's going to have the green light, it's that young man, but he has not, as we have seen. Maybe turning that off and turning it on helped. I don't know, but seems like it's cleaned up a little bit. That one misses out of the zone, and that will load him up for Maddox Adelise. Looks like they're going to go out there and visit with Cryer, and they are, and that's probably is going to do it. We may very well have a Fostering Community pitching change. They are looking to help fill their Easter baskets. That's the latest thing, so go by and check them out there.
Just handed the ball off to the coach, and it looks like the third baseman's coming in.
That is number 6
Yes.
that is there. That is Jace Raines. Jace Raines will be the key component in this Fostering Community pitching change. We'll take a look at him. You see him there. We're going to step away. We'll be back. Let you see what's good going on here at 446 Sports. We'll be back right after this.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in last dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Get things going in following the Fostering Community pitching change. Talon Cryer is responsible for the runners that are on base. In this one, all 3 of them. That is Aiden Gordon that is on to run for Harrell. He's at third base. Braden Wells there at second. And Canyon Wright over talking to Coach Ladner at first base. And Adelise. Maddox Adelise with an opportunity to help himself. Swinging a lot. Jacob Raines now comes in from third base to pitch, getting ready for his first offering. And he misses low and away and nobody going anywhere. The Warriors, one thing I found, they just don't take the chances. It's unnecessary. There's no room really behind home plate.
Field advantage.
That one lined, and that's a base hit from Adelise. 1 run is going to score. They're going to wave Wells around third base. Going to be a play at the plate. He gets down, does Wellesley. Not in time, and he's safe. Score the run, and that's a 2 RBI base hit for Maddox Adelise and helps his cause out greatly there. Maddox with a 2 RBI base hit. And Brady McDaniel. McDaniel had a base on balls and his at-bat back in the first. Warriors have put up 2 in the first, 2 in the second, still going just the 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That one fouled straight back. Good looking hack. First really good swing that we've seen from McDaniel. Or one of the really good swings that we've seen from that young man. Looking at the bus from Saline, getting on down the road and headed back up north.
After a quick bite, I'm sure.
Right. All right, good looking strike. Quickly 0-2. McDaniel down 0-2. Comes set now. And the delivery. Lifted high and into right field. Hewitt coming up, and he's going to glove that one. And I'm telling you what, Canyon will tag and make his way to A.J. Hewitt had some trouble with that out in right field. Was able to glove it. It looks like that wind took and pushed it right at the end.
Yes.
Talon stands in there. He had an RBI back in the first on a base on balls. He was part of those back-to-back walks that scored the 2 runs for the Warriors in the bottom of the first. And off and running easily was Adelise. Give him the stolen base. And that'll put runners both in scoring position. Talon watches that one. Even the count up at a ball and a strike. 4-1, the Warriors lead this one. Still left 3 on in the first, and there's 2 more here. You'd like to start closing things out, up and out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Doesn't look like we've had audio issues since we did our reset, so big shout out to KP back there that let us know about it. Sometimes these electronics are quirky, to say the least.
Sometimes they are.
That one's up high, 3 balls and a strike now from Raines. That one out of the zone, and that is a base on balls. That'll load him back up again for Logan Markle. Logan had an RBI base on balls back in that first inning as well, so the Warriors have, all batters have hit a couple of times. This one started out with Jackson Harrell. If they can get back up to him, Logan represents the 8th man to bat in this inning. That one is ground over to second base, where it is gloved there, and the Warriors will lead them loaded. Back-to-back innings. Good play out of second base by Blackwell to retire the side. We will be back in the top of the third. Warriors lead this one 4-1. Top of the third. Looks like Talon Cryer will lead things off here in the third. That one fouled back. Cryer, Hewitt, and Dakota Jordan due up for the Broncos in the top of the third. They trail this one 4-1. Jumped out early, swung on and missed there, and nothing in two.
It's kind of a lazy swing at it there.
Yeah, that was I was fooled. It's a good-looking pitch. I got to swing at something. In his coop, he's got to throw off balance. He's not going to have it. Throws that one down the line, but Cryer's going to beat that anyway, and he has a base on, or he has a single out of it, and that will bring up the right fielder A.J. Hewitt. A.J. Hewitt, we saw glove one. Seen him in the field, seen him throw the ball too. It's our first look at him swinging the bat. Like he was squaring around to bunt, and you'll take that out of anybody in the lineup. You like to see that. Fouled off, had a little bit of hit and run going there as Cryer was off and going with the first pitch. Cryer started the game on the mound before giving way to Jay. One. First not there. Again, the hit and run. That one lifted high in the air. Logan giving chase. He's going to have it now. Got a chance to get back and look at Maddox over there covering that up. And Cryer is beside himself. Double play on that foul out. That is
make the grab and look over and see that base runner's off and get it over there to him.
Look, and Maddox did not miss a beat. He ran over there and was covering at first base. Good piece of work from Logan and Adelise. Maddox will rock back and deliver this one, and it is ground back to Maddox, but foul. No, not ground to Maddox at all. He's just chasing. He is everywhere on this field.
Forgets he's on the mound, I think, sometimes.
Right. He is. And that's what you like out of him. That's what's got him going on to the next level to play. It's just that kind of motor that never shuts off. Swung on down there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 down here in the top of the third. That double play for the Warriors. Logan able to get it, and then Cryer just beside himself on that play earlier. We were able to go back and see the replay on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind is blowing, but not at all like it was in the first game. Swung on and missed, and down on strikes, and that will retire the side. Due up for the Warriors when we come back. It is going to be Courtwright, Braden Wells, and Canyon Wright when we come back. Actually, I take that back. Jackson Harrell should be the leadoff hitter. Anyway, we'll see when we come back for the bottom of the third right after this from our friends at Southern Air.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repair and generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. Need us to save the day for you? Call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Up with us. We're having some still audio issues, but I think it's worked out mainly. Colton Fields will lead things off for us here. And so I had my slash in the wrong spot. It is Fields, Merrill, and Cooper Court. Third. Fields takes this one upper half of the strike zone for strike one. Bottom of the third we play. Warriors have sent up a lot of batters. Swung on at strike two from Fields. Fields had a tough day at the plate today in both halves of this doubleheader. The Warriors, that one misses down low. Horn again hurt his foot. He's been in the boot. Drew Horn has, getting down to first base on one. Kind of another one of those freak accidents. The Warriors have had some difficulties with that.
Hate that for any athlete playing.
That's right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one up and out of the zone as well. Starting his second inning is Raines. Moved over from third base. And again, misses low. So good job by Fields to lay off of those and watch strikes out of the zone. And he's worked this thing back to a full count. Comes set and delivers. And that one is fought off over there by Coach Ladner. Foul ball, good piece of hitting there, and a good quality at bat now rolls around. 6 pitches into this thing. Bottom of the third we play. The Warriors win game 1, 12-2. That was a tight one most of the way. Warriors picked up 5 runs in the after that battling in the at bat after 0-2 to work it all the way back to a full count and then to the walk. Boy, you hated to see that happen. Good work behind the dish by J.W. Rollins to recognize that. And look, Harold knew that he should have took a hack at that one. The awareness down at first base of Jordan, and J.W. Rollins working in sync there to get that out. Down low, and that'll even things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Certainly getting up in the pitch count here, but nothing to show for it. The Warriors have left them loaded both in the first and the second innings. That one away, and Raines has went full now on the first 2 batters that he's faced, but still nobody on base. Delivers that one inside, and back-to-back walks to start the inning off here.
See that dust still flying up from that brisk wind that's flowing through here.
Look, it's going to be settled over the next couple of days when the rain starts. Cooper Courtright strides in, ready to go to work. I'm feeling one out of Coop. A leadoff shot here would would not be terrible. Get it up into that jet stream, hit it high, and let it fly.
Yeah. See if the bunny can find it over here.
Cooper Courtright the other way and down the line, and that's fouling out of play. Sounded like it hit 7 cars out in the parking lot as loud as that glass was.
Imagine that.
0-1 to Courtright here. Coop had a grand slam earlier this year.
Did he? Wow.
That one is ground past the third baseman, and that will hold Harrell at second base. So they won't run for Jackson again unless Jackson he'll be done. Good piece of hitting out of the leadoff spot by Cooper Courtright and Braden Wells now. So Coop has a double and a base hit in this one. And now Braden Wells at the plate. Canyon Wright would be next. Warriors have plated 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Just getting going here in the bottom of the third. That one up and inside. One and smoked it past the third baseman. As those two swapped. A lot of room over at second base as the second baseman is holding him on. Another throw. Boy, it's great work by J.W. Rollins out of the catcher spot. He's not afraid to throw down at any point.
He's not. He's got a good arm on him, too.
Yeah. And not really a lot of room. Jackson Harrell there at second. And if the two got in a race, Coop would probably prevail in court. He would be in. Looks back at second base at Harrell, and here's the delivery. That one up and out of the zone. And Raines has had a hard time finding the strike zone. He has walked a couple, got the aid of the throwdown and the caught stealing over at first base, the pickoff. The only one he's really thrown in the strike zone pretty good. Coop sent down the left field line for a base hit. Raines delivers this one. Trouble. Nobody's covering first. Safe at first, gotta be. And he is, yeah. And you hear shades of Come On Blue. But nobody really covering there at first base. And that will bring Canyon Wright. I think you give an infield single to Wells. He's happy that he didn't get hit for the first time tonight. Big time Canyon Wright comes up in a big time situation.
You know, last time Canyon got up, I called one for him, but
he's been up 8 times since then, so it's not the last time.
Well, the last time I called one for him.
There you go.
It was right after Adelise hit one out, and I said, oh, just maybe all it needed was a little bit of. Already hit him out this year, so.
He's had a couple out in back-to-back games, that's right. Big time strides in there. That one is down the line, and it's going to get around the corner. That's fair, so one run is coming to score. Coop coming around as well. Wells will stay there at third, and that is a 2 RBI double for big time Canyon Wright.
Big hit for him. Wasn't a homer, granny, but it was a big hit. That's a great shot for him.
He'll take them, and now the Warriors add another 2 on at 6-1 in this one. Maddox Adelise is up. So, look, this is, and the unfortunate thing for Raines is he didn't want to walk another hitter, so he grooves one in there, and Canyon, seeing it well, takes that one down the third base line for a double and scored a couple of runs. That one right back by Maddox. 1 run is in. They're going to wave Canyon around. Canyon hustling down the line. Going to be a play at the plate. Not in time, and Canyon is there, and Maddox will take second on there. So give a single to Maddox Adelise. Give him 2 more RBI. He's got 4 in the last 2 at-bats. So Maddox with 4 RBI and a couple of base hits in this one. We'll go back and look at it there, but I don't think he slid. That's why I guess I thought that he was in there easily. But that's going to be an error that McDaniel will reach on, and Talon Epnet, who has an RBI, will stride in. Just missed him there, Chuck, on ours. Keep an eye on that. You watch that. That one lifted high and foul and out of play. Yeah, he slid. They got him out at home. I went back and watched the replay on it, too. You all saw it at home. I just missed it, so that's on me. But 2 outs in this one. And 8-1 as the Warriors back to first they go again. Oh, I'm telling you what, at the catcher spot, J.W. Rollins is solid.
Impressive indeed.
Warriors put up 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third. It's a good relay in to get Canyon at home. Went back and looked at it again. That was a pretty good play. 2 strikes now to Epnet. Grounds that one foul.
I was going to say good job by his first baseman over there for Simpson to be on the spot.
That's Dakota Jordan, the leadoff hitter. He started this thing off with a double. Has been all around it too, and of course they had the out earlier on that. So 2 outs on the bases, 1 the pickoff and 1 the one thrown out at home. That one bounces low.
He was looking to throw it again.
You see it on your Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. We play in the bottom of the third. 4 runs by the Warriors here in this inning, doubled up the lead. It's 8-1, 2 down. That one bounces low. You're looking for something after the game, head on over to Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs is the official sandwich shop of 446 Sports. May have to go by there and eat lunch tomorrow.
Oh. Pick up and come over and see me while I'm at work.
Don't know if the bridge is open when I go over there.
See.
Right?
Golly. Well, you know, there's another one that's not a raised.
Now batting for Grace Christian, number 27, Logan Markle.
Logan Markle. Warriors with a 6-inning run rule victory back in game 1 against Saline. The Bobcats fought valiantly in that game, impressed with the heart and the fight that those guys had. That one is ground to second base. It's going to be bobbled there, bounced around and over to first and in time for the out. And that will retire the side, but not before 4 runs come across in this one. After 3 complete, the Warriors lead at 8-1. We'll be back right after this on 446 Sports.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, Transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Going in the top of the fourth. Menard loses a heartbreaker tonight in baseball, 1-0 in 7 innings. Gunner the Broncos, they trail at 8-1 in this one. And that one is a foul ball, they call it. That one's behind, and Adelise hits the bat. Oh, they're calling a they got the bat is what they're checking on. We'll try to listen in. It's going to be a hit by pitch, though, and it will get Blackwell down to first. And J.W. Rollins will stride in with a runner at first base. So a gem pitched tonight by J.D. Shelton. Tough luck loser, though, gives up just 3 hits, the 1 run and no earned runs. Maddox all the way over to go secure that one, and that's what you get out of Maddox Adelise.
Hustle to the ball.
Hustle to the ball, as always, yeah.
And the cash register.
So they rung him up, that's right. Yeah, so tough luck losers tonight for the Eagles as they drop a heartbreaker 1-0 to Kinder. Trying to get some of the other scores going on from around the way. Tauga and Rose Pine 4-2, and that one Tauga leads it. That one fouled back.
Stayed in the air a while.
Montgomery 4-0 over LaSalle. Erath on top of St. Louis 8-3. How about that? If you can't get an Erath St. Louis score, what's the use? Swung on there. And 2 strikes here. Of course, we told you about the big Pineville win.
Big time games going on.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Getting into district and nearing the end of the season.
Ash takes care of Ouachita in baseball tonight. They'll be back tomorrow. Is that game? Tonight's game was the one that was scheduled for that rain coming in. Adelise delivers this one. Braden doesn't really have a shot at it as that one was down low, and that gets the runner down to second base.
A little bobble with it. Lost where it was. Didn't stay in his glove when it bounced off. 1-2.
Yes.
That's been somebody back there in the back's phone ringing.
Wow. Yeah, I thought it was your phone, and it was somebody off to the microphone there. Swung on and missed and down on strikes. Adelise records the strikeout in the second out of the inning. This is what you want. You want to make short work of it and come out and get the bats going once again.
Buddy Mark Gruel is watching. Hadn't seen or heard that name since high school.
Well, there you go. Well, that's a long time ago for you, Chuck.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
The cows have been home a few times since then.
That one Misses there. Not sure what really that chant is out of the dugout. My goodness.
Can't say that I've ever heard a Bronco make that sound.
Check that, and that is a strike there. 2 down. Adley's here cruising in the 4th. Got a runner out at second base, but that's all right. He is making quick work here. Rocks back and delivers this one. Swung on and missed. That
I thought it was 3-2.
well, that was that was the earlier batter.
Oh, that's
that
true.
was there.
That's
so.
right.
Lifted onto the infield. Canyon comes over and gloves that one, showing good range. And Coop gives him a little look like, brother, at full speed. For the top of the 4th. We'll be back in the bottom of the 4th when we come back. Started doing it again, too. I don't know.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
The 4th. Here in this one, Warriors lead it 8-1. In this, Jace Raines has made the move over from third base last inning, and he continues his warm-up pitches. J.W. Rollins with the throw down, and we are through the warm-up pitches.
That's the 4 you had on the brain as we're in the 4th inning.
Correct. Get this Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. It ain't going to clear itself. There you go.
To program that thing a little bit better.
Right.
Number 15,
Colton Fields will lead things off for the Warriors. He's done that a couple of times, I think. Fields, Harrell, and Cooper Courtright due up in the bottom of the 4th. And that one misses ball 1. Warriors would like to put together at least a 3 spot here in the bottom of the 4th, go up to the 5th, and shut it out here. Now you start looking to where are the run rule opportunities.
Sure they would.
Again, with a lot of games to pitch this week, you think. But I don't see any way there's not a wash this weekend of everything.
It's going to be a wash from the sky.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what that one misses as well. 3 balls and no strikes to Thiels.
Bring your bar of soap and a wash rag. And
look, just continues to get that nasty pollen out of the trees.
that's what I'm talking about.
3-0 pitch misses away, and Thiels will make his way down to first base ahead of Jackson Harrell. Comes to the plate.
number 6, Jackson.
Good to see Jackson getting some quality at bats today. Young man's been a competitor. We told you back in the first game, Chuck, that young man always infield, and we get used to watching the turf field. It is dry and dirty out there, but that is all about to change. 3-0. 3-0 to Jackson. Harold has already walked once in this game, looking to do so again. 3-0, he won't be swinging, trying to get it back to the top of the order in Cooper Courtright, who waits on deck. Rains right. On this inning, I'm still not too sure that you're not taking here as well. Rains comes set, delivers this one down low, and like the old Tootsie Pop commercial said, Chuck, the world may never know.
The world may never know.
Get back to the top of the order, and Cooper Courtright. And they are going to make a change here, and that will end the night for Jackson Harold. Oh, was that last day? No, that was.
You got a runner in.
Right.
Number 17.
That's 17. That's Richard Schuff. S-H-U-F-F. We found out in that first game is that young man. Cooper Courtright down here, and Coach Brown again get 3 or 4 runs this inning just to try to put it past that 10-run mark, because it is 10 after 5. That one misses down low ball one. One ball, one strike, nobody down here. 8-1. Warriors trying to. That one lifted sky high over third base. Third base and left field giving chase, and it's going to drop right in between them. And now fair. And really not knowing much of what's going on here. Diving back in, he's going to be safe there, but I just. That's Schuff diving back in, and so Fields is going to be out. The ball dropped fair, but hadn't run halfway, and so then Schuff, not knowing where to go, was jogging down to second base. They're going to come out here, and the coach is going to over to left there. We won't be able to hear that's going on, but he's questioning, was he safe or out there at second base? He said, you got the out there. What happened at second? I'm like, I don't know. Look, on a play like that, when you've got a two-man crew, it is difficult. And he's like, look, we're watching this. So he had him safe. But the problem was, I don't think anybody knew what was going on. Line that was fair, that was high in the air. Gets a little ambiance going back on back there. We try to keep the comments to a minimum. So he's got him safe there at second. He said, that's what you saw, that's what I see. So the runner at second base is going to be safe. That is Schuff. He will stay on at second base. So one out in this one, and that was a much ado about something there. So at the end of the day, there is one out, and that was Fields, who was going from second to third. He had to, so it was a force out. Score it 7-5 on the put out if you're scoring at home. And going to have a little bit more of it there.
He's not happy with that call.
Well, no, but they talked about it, and that's what you're going to have, and so would like another explanation about it.
From a different vantage point, I'm assuming.
Don't think that he's happy with the explanation, and you certainly on there, but when they come up with this is what I saw, this is what you saw, that's how it's going to stand. This is one of those, Chuck, that might have that opportunity to have a little music behind it later. It's in a purely jestful way.
He's walking away. Why is he still talking? Oh, that's another coach.
Yeah, he's finishing up, trying to explain it over to another coach. And normally, the umpire's not going to talk. That's just a whole lot of Cooper Courtright being Cooper Courtright.
We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And he's still keeping contact with the base. Hearing some things from the Grace Christian crowd, but now they're going to talk about other things, and I don't see anything going to change. But let me tell you, if they turn around and call a man out at second base, there you're going to have a whole lot. He's telling you that's what you. Oh, no. He just called him out too, is what he did. No, he didn't. He called the runner at third out, which is what it. Or is he calling the runner at second out as well? And now Coach Brown is going to have his. It's a dead ball, so Schuff's not going to, should anything happen. But now they're sitting there with 2 outs. And I just don't understand. And Coach Brown said, look, the only reason my guy's running because you're calling safe. What is strange to me is that you had two coaches that were come out and talked about it. And now they're going to change it, but I don't expect they change anything again from this. So we're going to put 2 outs on the board and just the runner at first.
Maybe he's pointing to us and we'll go look at the camera then.
Go to the video replay, and we'll give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down here. I think they're coming out to us is what they're doing. No, those of you at home know that's not true.
Not true at all.
Not true at all. But
just happen to be in the view of them pointing to us in our direction.
I was shocked to see it changed after a second coach came in and discussed it. Yeah, this is must-see TV right here. This discussion brought to you by Mountain Dew. There you go. Everything is.
Here, you want a mint?
No, I don't. Whoa.
Well, you need those.
Just about blew my paper onto the field, and it's going to stay as the runner is out at second base. And man, I just don't know what happened there. That's the only thing. I'm not disagreeing with anything that happened. I just don't know what happened. But to hit with 2 down and Cooper Courtright at first, and Cooper will be off and stealing. You can believe that. And Coach Brown not done with it at all. You may want to go to that wide camera and catch the entire that side of the field too. So we may back out someone. No, do the whole field. Coop heading down. He's going to be out at second base.
Oh,
They're calling him safe there, and Cooper Courtright with the stolen base. That gets him into second. And I sure you just got to be careful and just get control of the game no matter what, because you can't have both sides, hollering at you. And these officials are doing a good job of staying in there and keeping control of this game. Are back here. Sorry about that limited delay there. That one, first strike in there, but the run scored. You saw it happening, and I bet if you had your rathers of watching and not hitting, delighted to have that roadcaster going in and out on us here. Big time Canyon Wright stands in there.
there's a good bit of dust on the back of it. I'll put it to you that way.
Is there?
Yes.
Well, then we'll get that. What is that stuff you used to have on the computers when you spray it? We'll give it a good cleaning after tomorrow morning. Compressed air. That's right. And that'll put runners at first.
There's a little bit.
Where would I find? Yeah, we apologize. Canyon Wright, you saw it on there. Canyon had the base hit. So they're runners at first and second now. 9-1. Warriors lead this one, the bottom of the fourth. Trying to get at least those two runs in. That would get over past the diving shortstop that knocks it down. Good work out at shortstop, and we've seen that position fielded quite well all game, and that'll load the bases up on another base hit. Maddox Adelise with his third base hit of the night, having a great game. Brady McDaniel. Warriors can't end it here in the third unless they put on a flurry of 2-out runs. Center fielder tracking on it, and he's got it. And we will move to the 5th. Warriors pick up just the 1 run. They lead at 9-1. We'll see what goes on the top of the 5th when we come back.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Firehouse Subs just partnered with Hot Ones to create 2 new hook and ladder subs.
One with pickles marinated in last dab Reaper sauce to test yourself.
And a milder one with crispy garlic chips if tests aren't really your thing.
Find out how hot you like it for a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
We're back here getting ready to get things going in the top of the 5th. Adelaide's still in there, and at any rate, the guys got together and got their call correct, and that's all that you're going to do is discuss it, figure it out, and make the call on the field, and that's all you can do.
They said they want to talk about some more.
Well, and that's
talk about something anyway.
That's what you're doing is just you continue to get better at your craft, and that's all that you want. They want it from your broadcasters, and that's where we're having trouble with it. We had profound statements while we were gone, and you couldn't hear it, and we actually gave you the winning lottery numbers.
Yes.
And so there you have it. Yeah, we understand we are having many technical difficulties here. Ash wins 15-2 tonight in their game over Ouachita, and they'll go back and do that one again tomorrow night at Don Boniel Field. Leading things off here in the top of the 5th, Maddox will try to keep them right here. That one is fouled back and out of play. The other one.
What other one?
We get back to the picture cam and zoom in on that one, see and get an idea of our batter, and that'll get me sure that one is fouled back.
Oh, fella, turn around. The other way. Show me your back. Almost think 10, but I'm not sure.
That one misses off the plate. 1 ball, no strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddox will rock back and deliver the 2-strike. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
On deck is number 2, if that helps.
It helps a lot.
Okay.
That is number 10. Caden Burhoff, that is down on strikes. Well, unfortunate, we just got to him at the time of the strikeout, and that will bring Tristan Johnson will stride in. Warriors were unable to get anything going in the second. Maddox that is in there for strike 1. Again, big shout out to our friends at Premier RV and Boat Storage. They have helped us bring you Grace Christian baseball the last couple of years and sports all around over the last couple. Adelise will rock back and kind of an off swinging pitch, and that was 2 strikes there, nothing in 2, 1 down. Again, just outside the score. Yeah, it doesn't matter there. Down on strikes, and Adelise is just rolling here through the 5th. 2 up and 2 down, and that will bring Talon Cryer. Cryer had a big base hit, but if you'll remember in his last at-bat, he's the one that got doubled up off of first base on that pop fly that Adelise actually went and covered. Swung on a miss, and it just sounds like Maddox is hitting the backside of that glove pretty quick. We saw Jack Lee come in and throw 10 out of 12 pitches. The last 10 pitches he threw were strikes. Was touching 90 on those. Yes. 89 was where he was at, and it sounded like that.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about 87, 88, 89.
Yep, 80 in there for the strike. They'll be back in action tomorrow night at Don Bonial. Over to Coop. He's got to come up flying down there again. We knew that. Cryer just flies down the line. And it'll be A.J. Hewitt that stands in there, the big right fielder. Cryer, a couple of base hits now on the night. Cryer just gets down the line quickly. Warriors, of course, trying to keep it here. That way they've only got to push a couple across in the bottom of the 5th. Cryer squared around the last time to bunt. I really don't believe he's bunting with 2 outs.
Didn't he bunt the last time?
No, I don't think. He tried. He squared around the first time on it, but I don't. You certainly can't be bunting. But no, he did. He should. They're trying to get that run. They're trying to put the bat in front of Braden to give him a little bit of interference, and that's what they did, and that got Cryer down to second and in scoring position. So he sacrifices himself just on that pitch.
Think they'll do it again?
I don't think you're wrong. About 612 times tonight alone. That one up and out of the zone, ball 2. Adelise just needs to settle and stay within himself and get this one. It was Hewitt that had that pop fly to first base that doubled up Cryer in his last at-bat. And Adelise will step off. Pitcher has the advantage. He doesn't have to get time. Swung way late on that one, did Hewitt. That was Adelise that had brought it. Warriors want to keep it at 9-1. That one misses as well, and it's 3 balls and a strike to Hewitt. Hewitt trying to get on base. That would bring up Dakota Jordan, who represents one of the runs scored, had a double. He's a leadoff hitter. Adelise pumps that fastball in there, and full count now with 2 down. Runner at second base is Talon Cryer.
Yeah, he's speedy.
And that one misses low. As a matter of fact, he takes off to third base and gets his second stolen base of this at-bat.
That's 613.
Dakota Jordan up to the plate as Adelise walks the 9-hole. Plane starting to land out here at England Air Park, making its way to AEX.
Last evening commutes.
And I think your idea there was to get the runner in from third if he goes.
I think so.
But that is a stolen base. And that will put Adelise back into the windup. Rocks back and delivers this one too. And it is ground up to Coop, and they'll go the easy way to third for the out and score that one 6-5 on the putout. Warriors right back right after this.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
To get things going, bottom of the fifth. Looks like we will have a pinch hitter like Pierre. Yeah, Pierre Lemoyne will stand in. He is going to bat for Jackson, I believe, and that will end the night for Merrill. Or is he's coming into that spot when Jackson got ran for the last time? And this represents the 2 this inning. Pierre trying to get something going, get on base, get things started here in the fifth. Warriors looking to wrap this thing up in the fifth inning. Still got to get a couple of runs across to do that. And so now we're having another discussion, but it comes down to the play of Merrill and the pinch hitting. I believe that we're hearing. But Merrill's not the one that's in there. It's Lemoyne, and so Coach Brown coming out and saying, what are we talking about here? They'll go. This is what happened. He ran for him the first time and he brought him back in. Then he ran for him the second time, and this is his first time. This is his actual time in the lineup to come up. That's what we're. And discussion between 35 and 25, because if Pierre had been in the game, he wouldn't be able to come back in it because he wasn't a starter, and that's what they're getting straightened out here. It's been a long night in this one. This game started at right at 7 o'clock, an hour 37 in, so still not terrible. They're going back to the the witty music from the press box again is played here. And so the question is the validity of Lemoyne to hit. And
Now batting for the Warriors, number 25, Pierre Lemoyne.
And there he is. They announce him again in here, but I got him with a 2-0 count.
Maybe they'll start it over, huh?
If you're Pierre, because you're a pitch away.
I had 0-2 in my head. I'm sorry.
Right, no. And so, yeah, this has been. That's the ephus that was thrown, and it catches the shoulder of Pierre, and he's going to make his way down to first base. This, Chuck, has been one of the most interesting ball games that I've been a part of, to say the least.
Yes, indeed. Had a slight bit of a human rain delay there in the other inning.
Yes, had some roadcaster and audio issues throughout the night, but we've never sounded so good, and timeout is going to be called once again, and should see a Fostering Community pitching change. Slow walk out to the mound, and that's going to, looking around for somebody to throw, and he's like, I don't know. And you love to see the teaching that's going on in here too. So look, this is what we're going to do. I need you to move here, you go there, but we're going to settle in and be solid here.
He just handed the ball over to number 21.
21's got it, and that is, I'm going to have to find that, as it's not on what I have, so we'll go back into this and look at it. We'll do that. We'll step away. This is the Fostering Community pitching change. Don't forget, go by and see Fostering Community there, taking donations to help fill Easter baskets. Easter time is right around the corner. We'll be back with this from ExploreAlexandriaPineville.com.
For cataract surgery in Central Louisiana, insist on Wallace Eye Associates, where leading eye surgeon Dr. Thomas Stuckey and our team of doctors continue to set the standard in cataract care in Louisiana. If you're over age 60 and just aren't seeing as well as you used to, let our cataract team restore your vision and renew your life. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Here in the bottom of the fifth is where we're at. Lucas Zaire, Z-A-Y-E-R. Lucas Zaire, Zaire, I think, I hope. Lucas. One has made his way to the mound in this Fostering Community pitching change.
Z-A-Y-E-R.
Yeah, I apologize if but between those two, we had to have got it right. We're going to call him Lucas just to avoid
LZ
butchering the name. Good to see this young man entering the game in here. He's coming in a tough situation. He's charged with keeping this game right where it's at and letting his folks hit again.
Swing, miss.
Yeah, big swing and miss. balk has been called, and that will get him. That's the problem with coming in as a younger pitcher trying to get some work. You've got to come set, and he did
Never
come
pitched
set.
before,
And that's what, you love to see the young man in the game at this point.
Oh.
And that goes up and gets Coop.
Huh. Comical play song there.
Oh,
selection.
yeah, they have a lot of fun here. Colton Fields there, as that was Markle that was hit on the pitch. And it seems like Markle just is an attractant for the ball. Runners at first and second. That's a good-looking pitch there from Lucas. Lemoyne, your runner at second base. Markle represents the game ender over at first. And he's stealing second with someone in front of him, so that's normally not allowed. But we've seen J.W. Collins. He'll throw down to first behind you. You got to be careful over there if you're Logan. That went up and out of the zone. Ball 2. Getting the Warriors back in action tomorrow night. Lady Warriors doing battle. They got a big 3-4 matchup versus Anacoco over at Grace Christian.
Okay.
That the gym off Calais Circle area off Versailles by BJ's Pizza and that side of it. The Warriors the only ones off campus when they play their games.
Gotta believe that.
And look, the catcher's talking to, and that's just good work. I've been impressed. I've been impressed all night by J.W. Rollins, who will come out, and now he's out. He's had the back pick a couple of times, but he comes out and he says, look, you got to come here and hold set is what you've got to do.
Got to believe maybe some encouragement by the umpire to tell him, go have a word with him.
There's
too.
a ground ball over to third base, and Lemoyne doesn't go anywhere. And I'm going to tell you, that's not terrible from Lemoyne because now you don't run into a tag or anything over there. But the downside of it is you got to be running on contact. So that's a fielder's choice.
Yeah.
And Easton Marler will get his first at-bat tonight.
Yeah, that was a deterrent of a double play, but you still got to.
Yeah, and once it was bobbled there, I don't think they'd had the double play as it was. That one up and out of the zone.
Yeah.
But you go back to JW behind the dish, did a great job of mentoring and working with this pitcher that's out there clearly for its first time, but bad.
Not bad at all.
You know, he's going to remember the first night he pitched in a baseball game. That one misses away. Endurance is one of those things, though,
Was that kind of a
you have to
sidearm
work
throw
on.
there? Duh.
Well, I don't know if it's just
He was leaning over. I didn't know if it came out as a sidearm or.
take a look at him. No, he's coming over the top, and that one goes behind the head, and that will load him up. And Cooper Courtright will make his. Coop with an opportunity. Base hit should do it for the Warriors. They've got to get a couple. That one up and out of the zone. And just a good opportunity, like the willingness of Lucas to go in there and say, look, let's go, I'll throw. Difficult situation when you're, having to throw off of this mound, when you're having to come into the game, when you're having all these things going on. The adrenaline now isn't flowing anymore like it was on the first batter or so. That one misses away, and it's 3 balls and no strikes.
Got it down, though. That was good.
And we'll see the umpire in the field stops play right there. Getting some encouragement back home from my broadcast partner for the Trojans games. That one is ball 4, and that's going to get Coop down to first, and it'll get 1 run in. And now 10-1. They're just one batter away. Braden Wells will take his time in the plate, or in the box. And Coach Collins is going to come out there and talk, and they're going to let
Number 1.
Got another pitcher coming in here, and they're going to bring Cryer back in. Cryer was the starting pitcher in this one. They're just not wanting anyone to, just not wanting to do it by walks, but Cryer will come in and community pitching change. Chuck, we'll be right back right after this.
Central Louisiana. This is your home for live sports action. From the field to the court, 446 Sports delivers the games you love with expert commentary and passionate coverage. Cheer for your favorite athletes and relive the moments that define our community spirit. Our sponsors keep us in the game. Together, we bring you the best in local sports coverage. Join the 446 Sports family today. Watch, cheer, celebrate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. 446 Sports, where Central Louisiana comes to play.
We are back to action. He started the game, and he'll be charged with finishing it out, trying just to avoid giving up that last run. Coach.
Now batting for the Warriors.
Braden Wells will stand back in there. An opportunity. Look, a hit by pitch, a walk, a base hit, a ground ball, just about anything will end this. That is ball 1. Warriors fashion. Rocks back and delivers this one. Thought that was in there for a strike, and it was. 1 ball. Cryer trying to keep that in check. Talon rocks back, delivers this one, and it is ground up the middle, and it's going to come out here, and that'll be the ball game. Once the run crosses there, would have scored the run no matter what. The error didn't come into play in that one, but that is the ball game. Warriors win this one. They end it here in the 5th with 2 runs, 2 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 4 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th. And that will end it 11-1. The Warriors sweep today and win a couple of ball games on this one over Saline and over Simpson. They'll be back in action tomorrow night to face Dodson. Chuck, interesting ball game on there, but this one is over. The Warriors win a couple. Your thoughts on it?
I mean, both run rules, both games, put together, challenged some pitching staffs on both, and out of both games on both teams. I guess all 3 teams at that point, but interesting to see what's going to happen to develop the rest of the week for these teams with their pitching challenges that they've had tonight.
A lot of rain. That's what's in the forecast. Should get the games in tomorrow night, but Saturday we don't expect will happen at all. You'll see a lot of jockeying, a lot of games moving around, so keep an eye out for your local Facebook page, whatever it is, wherever you keep up with it. And that should do it for you. That's going to do it for us tonight. It's been a great one. We're going to wrap this up. From my man Chuck Perkins, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.